most important people to hire for a wedding is the photographer, who, of course, will capture the lasting images of your very special day. But how do you choose the right one? What questions should you ask to get prepared? Laurel McConnell has been photographing weddings and other events for more than a decade, and she's here today with some stress-saving tips for brides, grooms, and for guests. So welcome. You've got all kinds of great ideas, but let's start first of all with something that I hadn't really thought about, is scouting out the location for your engagement picture and your wedding photos, because you can't really leave that to the last minute. The background's incredibly important. How do you know what the right place is?
Right. Well, I love to tell people to go to a place that's special to them, especially for their engagement photos. It's really great to go to your favorite park, you know, go do your favorite activity together and just have a date for three with your photographer along.
That sounds like a great idea.
Sometimes people propose at great parks, so it's kind of nice to revisit that for the engagement shoot or the wedding. And then when it comes time for the wedding day, it can be really fun to just explore the neighborhood around your venue, because there's some really great nooks and crannies in Seattle, and some really fun urban spots and some fun, you know, natural areas too.
So you don't have to just stick with the destination or your venue. You can actually go outside, explore, maybe do something totally different than your venue.
Definitely. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance where you are completely dressed to the nines and you have a great photographer or videographer, and you might as well take advantage of it and, you know, have a good time and make some great pictures.
Fun. I bet you're fun to do this with. So here are some pictures that are yours and are gorgeous.
Thank you.
This is a great example of something that just really says who this couple is.
It was. This was a really fun wedding, super personal to them. They love peacock feathers. They love blues and greens. She actually got her entire outfit from Etsy, from the hairpiece to the short dress, really modern and funky.
Look at the little ruffle at the bottom.
I know, right? It's so cute. And then the felted flowers and the felted boutonnieres, and even the guys had handmade ties with silkscreen on them.
Gorgeous. This too. This has such personality.
Thank you. This is a fun couple I adore. And this is their vintage bike, and this was an anniversary shoot that we did for them just up in Queen Anne. There's some really great little spots up there to shoot too.
So sometimes just the little prop, something or the other that is special to you, can make a difference in the pictures.
Definitely.
Destination weddings, what kind of challenges do those provide?
Well, lots of challenges. You know, sometimes you can't get in to see the actual venue, or as a photographer, or the actual location surrounding the venue until you actually travel there. But I love to just embrace the neighborhood, the culture of where you're going, the small surrounding towns, and, you know, I would suggest for brides and grooms who are doing a destination or who are bringing their family and friends in from out of town is to just have a photographer around to shoot the little events leading up to the wedding, whether it's golfing or whale watching or wine tasting. That's a great idea.
And I love this picture at the beach. First of all, you have to be prepared for anything, because the wedding can change. But what a great, there's not a single person in this picture really, but it says so much about the celebration.
Yeah, it was a really fun day. The sun was straight up overhead. There was a lot of marine air, so we couldn't actually see the ocean, but we knew it was right there. So, you know, we all donned our flip-flops and ran out.
To the ocean. Now, everybody's got their shoes in the air. What's this about?
They do. So the bride and groom work at Adidas in New York, and they got full-on tracksuits and Adidas shoes for everyone, including my assistant and I. So this was a great example of infusing your personality and what you like and love and bringing that into your wedding.
You did a great job with the texture and the lighting. Everything's great.
Thank you.
Now let me ask you about what guests should do, because now everybody's got a cell phone with a great phone camera in it, or they've brought their own camera, but you're trying to do your work, and so a lot of flash photography and whatnot is not always welcome or helpful. How do we take our pictures, take good pictures, and also not prevent you from doing your job?
Well, I would say two things. The first thing is to anticipate the images that you want to get, anticipate the moment, so that you're just snapping a couple pictures throughout the day instead of constantly sticking your camera up in the middle of the aisle during the ceremony or walking around. You know, just be there to enjoy the wedding. You're invited as a guest, and because you're, you know, the bride and groom love you and they want you to be there, so just enjoy the wedding and set your camera down, you know, when you can. And
in terms of working with you, how do we make sure we're not in your way?
Probably that. To just enjoy yourself and, you know,
Don't flash, don't walk in front.
I don't mind the
do any of
flash
that.
so much, but you could very well get run over by the photographer.
You guys are always just looking through the lens and not really too concerned about anything else.
Yes.
Well, the pictures are gorgeous. Thank you for sharing those with us, and it is so important because you're going to have those forever.
Thanks.
Thank you. Well, you can see more of Laurel's wonderful photos online. We've linked her website and blog to ours. Please just visit king5.com/newday. And by the way, you still have time to chime in for our New Day Wants to Know question. What is your favorite wedding memory? Laurel, you've been to a lot of weddings. What would be your favorite?
Ooh, anything that's super emotional. We had a wedding last summer where the groom had a surprise for the bride, and it was a ukulele player playing a Ray LaMontagne song, and she just was over the moon about it.
I think that's
super
great.
Sweet.
It's sweet. That is sweet. We'd love to hear from you as well. So please leave your comments on our Facebook page. You can tweet us or send us an email to newday@king5.com, and then we'll read your answers a little bit later. Still ahead, unique honeymoon trends sure to get you afloat. But first, grab that bridesmaid dress stashed in the back of your closet if you still have it. Darcy Camden's going to show us how to give it a new life when New Day continues. We'll be right back.